welcome to the show. In this episode, well, as you can see for now, also, just to speed things up near the end of the year, I've had some stuff happen in my life that has necessitated me not posting YouTube stuff for a while. I was on Twitch for a while, and then I was still on Instagram, and then I decided to not be on those two. It just, stuff happened, it just happened within other things, and it just sucked, it just was too much. I don't see too much drama-y, but there's way too much, I faced a lot of negativity, and it just sucked for me. And there's a lot of awesome people there that I knew, a lot of females that I knew there too, as that's the majority who I followed. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't worth my time. It was way too much to process, and there was way much more negativity than positivity there. And I had to end it. I had to end Instagram for good. That was my second account I made, and I ended it. I just was too much. It was too much. And plus, I don't really care much for Instagram in the first place. I don't care much for posting pictures. I'd rather post like text stuff and videos. So, YouTube and Facebook. Boom. And pictures are not, pictures are not bad. And even on Instagram, you have a limit of how much you can write in the text form. So it's not even, you're very limited. You don't have the almost unlimited of Facebook. So it just wasn't worth my time. It just wasn't worth it. And even for Twitch, even though it's not, it's not bad, watching people play games, but at the same time, I'm watching people play games. And it's like, for me, I don't just like, granted, if I want to watch people play games, I'll watch like I would rather watch, no offense to these people, but I'll explain myself in a second here. I'd rather watch like my real life friends play them. Because I guess even though I'd met a lot of cool people, and I'll definitely mention these again in like my end credits. Like I've met a lot of cool people like Moonbear, Rogue Nerd, Joker Millennium, Mainly Cal, Pigeon Overlord. These are Twitch people. Let me see. I'm trying to look at them all. And then there's some Angelica lady too. I keep forgetting her. I know she has a couple numbers after her. I'll have to go on Twitch, and just to look up, and or like I'll have to go on Twitch or something, and just to quickly look her up without. My account's deleted from that profile anyway, but I have to look up on you guys' accounts and see what it is. But I want to give those guys a do, even though I'm not on that anymore. If anybody else is on that platform, I suggest follow them. They're really good people. And I don't think I mentioned Joker Millennium yet. If I haven't, I apologize. And I know a couple other ones that I can't think of at the moment. But, I just... Oh, and Cutscene Cutie, can't forget about her. But for all of those, and I'll even throw in, I know Destiny FOMO was there too, but I think she left too for certain reasons. But for me, the reason why I kind of left too is because of most of you who are watching this, that if those who I've mentioned are watching this, you know how I write. I don't just write quick stuff. Because I guess I can, because I don't talk to you that much, I tend to be kind of wordy. So as a result, sometimes that wordiness can get lost in the shuffle, and I got buried. And even if I don't wordy too much, it still gets buried. Because most of you amazing people have a lot of followers, a lot of people in your chat. So that gets lost in the sea of everybody else. So since my voice was being drowned most of the time, and as well, most of you people are like playing a game as well as watching your chat. So I didn't feel it was a real conversation because you had all these other people. So it's like you were quickly distracted, which is totally fine. That's what Twitch is. That's what streaming is. So instead, that's why for those of you on Discord and stuff, I really didn't want to be a part of that. It's like, if I can't, I would rather talk to you without having to worry about other things, other people, And social media got too social for me, I guess. Because I'm autistic, well, Asperger's as a matter of fact, it just got too much. And I really needed to pare things down, like a lot. I really needed to slow it down. Oh, and if I mentioned Jim Leader Vita too, I want to give these guys online on-screen mentions. She's also a cool Twitch lady, and you should follow and do and totally give her some time. She also does cool retro stuff, and she's a cool lawyer and stuff. But anyway, but yeah, most of that stuff though. See, to me, it's like I just didn't follow that comments being buried, and it's Instagram. It's a big thing. Everybody wants a piece. Everybody wants to say hi. Everybody wants to be heard. But to me, it's like I was done. I just didn't care much for it anymore. I just don't. After too many times of, it's like I'd rather talk to you like this, or I one-to-one or something. And as I left, I made sure and said, I gave people my Facebook stuff. Because I'm like, oh, if you use my information, and I know most of you like your privacy, that's fine, but most of you know my Facebook profile is not very private now too. So even though if you follow me, you would have to know, oh, I sent this kind of thing. But anyway, even though to me it's like I figure, for those of you who I gave that information to, my Facebook stuff, I said, I gave you my information. What you do with it is up to you. Because I figure if you wanted to keep in touch with me after I left all those platforms, if you wanted to say hi, if you wanted to finally like, hey, you know what, maybe this guy's worth talking to outside of Instagram. Maybe I'll let him know who I really am. So most of those people, I gave them that information, and a couple people have been nice enough to friend me on Facebook and got to know them a bit better, or at least I got to know who they are, which is, or at least what their real names are and stuff. And don't worry, I'm not gonna out that. I just want to say, like, for those of you that have, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and that's why I like that. But don't worry, for those of you who still, don't worry. It's cool. Yeah, your privacy, it's cool. But for those of you who found me on Facebook with the information I gave you, thank you. I appreciate it greatly. And heck, for those of you who friended me, I sent you a Facebook thing asking if you want my Christmas card this year. Because as the bonus of being at, my Facebook friend, I kind of like this, besides this Facebook friends and family, I send out this Christmas card every year. It's like this is my 20th year doing it. So, yay! So I think I sent them out. A little curious that you want a card from me. I don't expect anything back. I just like saying, hey, you're my friend. I appreciate you. So here you go. So yay! But after that, all that just wasn't for me. And you never know. Maybe in the far, far future, I might come back to Twitch, but I'm not in the closest. So I don't really want to go back in the foreseeable one. And as well too is I got to me as a content creator on YouTube. The funny thing is I've been on YouTube pretty much since its first year of existence, I think. Because if you look at, I think I heard that YouTube came into existence in about December of 2005. And my channel, Skakin Bacon Media as a channel, I created it in October of 2006. Yeah, I've been on, and at first for a while I just did funny stuff. I just did not too serious stuff, but I kind of did little things. But finally, I did the Clone Saga, and I posted that. I posted some of that, just little things. Of course, though, Power Up came into existence in 2010. I did that. This is in its 10th year. You're seeing it's in its 10th year here. And so I do plan to do it next. It'll continue as well. It'll be a continuing series. But I have a new web series planned that I'm gonna run concurrent to this one, and I got a green screen and all that, and I will be doing kind of I want to do a proof of concept preview trailer for that new series within the coming months. Hopefully that show will be off the ground in January or late December. So far its codename has been, or its a codename has been, working title has been Project Ambition. But I will be unveiling his full name in that preview trailer when I finally get around to doing it. So, but I just want to let people know what I've been doing lately. What I've been doing. Why there hasn't been too much content on this channel lately. And plus stuff at this house I'm at. It's just been crazy as crap. And I just had to this stuff in the social media and otherwise. And I got this awesome new job. It's going well. I got this new job in this past July. That's been cool. And I went to 2DCon in August that you probably saw. I actually posted a cool origin story thing for my cosplay. It's there if you go feel free to look at that. I met a cool couple new people. So I also met, Kiki. I was in Kiki Craft Cosplay. She's also got a YouTube channel and a Facebook and Instagram and stuff. I'm not on those two. I'm not on Instagram and that. But if you're on YouTube and Facebook, she's got stuff there. Go give her a look. And if you're on Instagram too, give her a look there too if you're still on that platform. But from now on, I'm just slimming things down, bringing things down, slimming things down a bit, just keeping things basic. And granted, I know there's another cool YouTuber on here called Silly Bee, known as Kosher Gamer. I feel kind of regret because there's not really a way I can talk with her, because I kind of like doing that. But hopefully look her time up for now. I think she just came to YouTube like 3 weeks ago, and I think she's got a lot more subscribers than me already. I think she's already beat me into subscribers, and she's only been on here for like 4 weeks. But hopefully she gets like a community tab soon, so that I can say, hey, I'm on here, and so I can do that, because I know for me, my channel, I've been on it for like ages, but if people want to subscribe to me, cool. If not, that's cool too. And anyway, kind of funny. I see a lot of these people with these, what should I do? How to make a YouTube channel? Like how to exactly do it? For me, for any of you who want to know how to do one, I don't even need to make a whole video on that. I can do it right in this quick little intro blip for my next episode. And that is, do whatever the hell you want on it. If you want to do, say, gaming stuff, do gaming stuff. If you want to change your mind and do like political crap, then do political stuff and crap. If you want to change your mind to that and do like stuff on TV shows, do TV shows. Do whatever you want on it. Don't listen to anybody else. You do what you want to do on it. Heck, look at me. I've done like I do more geeky stuff, but I've expanded that. I do special effects stuff. I've done video game reviews. I've done hardware reviews. I do whatever. To me, this is like my personal TV station that I can do whatever I want on it. So for those of you first starting out or wanting to know what to do on your channel, do that. Follow my advice and just do whatever you want. It's your channel. Do what you want. There, and just like that, I just basically solve everybody's YouTube solution. Well, at least I'd like to imagine to. But yeah, that's just my 10 cents on the matter. So take it from someone who's been on YouTube for like pretty much since its first year. Do what you want. You'll do what you want and not what everybody else wants. So you'll be a lot happier for it. Anyway, now that stuff's out of the way, this next episode, I've been back to the NES. It's been a while since I've done a Mega Man game. I've actually for my first season back 10 years ago, I actually did like Mega Man, the first Mega Man. So I've always enjoyed the Mega Man games, and I've reviewed quite a bit of them over the years on this show. I've reviewed Mega Man 1, 2, the Game Boy Mega Man 2, the Game Boy Mega Man 4, the Game Boy Mega Man 3, heck, I've even reviewed the Wily Wars for the Genesis, for crying out loud. So yeah, I like my Mega Man quite a lot. But for this episode, I thought I'd go under the NES, dip into the NES well, and review Mega Man 4 for the NES. So let's roll those fancy credits and get going on the game. And then let's go back and say to get going on the game and save the world from Dr. Cossack once more. Mega Man 4 came out for the NES in about January of 1992. Of course, it was the fourth game in the mainline NES Mega Man series. There was a Mega Man 4 for the Game Boy as well. And by the way, I actually reviewed that on an earlier episode, a Power Up. So you can probably look at my channel, or I'll probably see if I can put a link in my description below. But anyway, what's cool about this game is this is the first game to use the Mega Buster Charge Shot. Whereas Mega Man 3 introduced the slide mechanic, where you can slide under, you can slide under tight spaces, or dodge projectiles at times. Mega Man 4 brought back the slide, as well as adding the Mega Buster Charge Shot. Although the development team was quite mindful of its inception. In fact, I think nowadays I've seen reviewers say it could even be a game-breaking mechanic. Although I don't think so, because enemies can still be pretty hard to beat. And I know, like for Robot Masters, I know like it takes a bit, you can take off a little bit more damage, but I still prefer using the like Robot Master like weapon chain acquiring thing. So that's what I prefer to using still, because depending on the Robot Master weapon, you still can take down them pretty fast, rather than just using charge shots. But being a Mega Man game, you can play it however you want to play. If you want to go through the boss order and use use each Robot Master's weapon against a certain other Robot Master, go right ahead. If you want to just use the Mega Buster all the way through, you can do that too. Basically, plot goes like this. After Dr. Wily is apparently defeated and killed of sorts in Mega Man 3, a new evil person, Dr. Cossack, comes and threatens to, do the whole "I'm gonna take over the road" thing. Of course, because this is a game made in the early 1990s, so it's a retro game. And considering there's many more games in this series besides Mega Man 4, it doesn't. I don't need to explain what happens, who's really behind it. As if you're a Mega Man fan, as if you really didn't know already. And so I don't need to say anything more. And basically, this game also introduces the multiple castle level concept, whereas for Mega Man 1 and 2, you just go fight the Robot Masters, go to a Wily Castle, and done. In this one, in Mega Man 3, it kind of, you saw seeds of that, where you go to the 8 Robot Masters, and then you go through like revisited versions of 4 of those levels before going on to Wily's Castle and then beating the game. So in this game, in Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 onward, you fight one castle level, one set of castle levels, or quote-unquote castle levels, and then you fight the major thing there. A revelation happens, and for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what that revelation is. And then you go through a second little set of castle levels, and then fight the main last boss, and then boom, game over. You beat the game, and then there you go. Yeah, by this point, the Mega Man series as a whole was starting to go on a downturn here. To me, myself, I actually prefer the first 3 Mega Man NES games, but by Mega Man 4 came around, it started to go a little bit dip in quality. Granted, for a Mega Man game, the 4, 5, and 6 were still not half bad, but at the same time, 4, 5, and 6, I believe are not as good as 1, 2, and 3. Granted, 4, 5, and 6 were not bad, but not as like, I felt not as like, good. Granted, I did like, they all had really humorous robot masters and all that. But by like 4, like you kind of by this time I feel the game is laughing at itself at this time, concerning one of the robot masters, Dustman, basically almost shrugs. It's like, here I am, come fight me. I have a weapon. It's kind of funny actually. It's still a fun game. It's still a fantastically fun game. But you can kind of tell, like, when you play Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, you can tell that stuff's starting to go a little bit downhill of sorts. It's still not, but granted, but then again, for Mega Man game, for all these next 3, 5, and 6, like, even though, like, in the case of Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, like, they're not bad, actually. Like, bad for Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 is actually still kind of good, actually. It's just, like, it's kind of funny I say that, but, like, yeah, like if you play 4, 5, and 6, they're not bad, but they're no 1, 2, and 3. But, they're still half decent nonetheless, though. It's kind of funny, actually. So, but yeah, but otherwise, the game, like the control-wise, it plays fantastically. Like, the Mega Man game, they all play, like, very well. And Mega Man 4 is no exception. And then I love the soundtrack. Its funny thing is the boss, the Robot Master selection stage soundtrack, when you, like, select the next Robot Master you're gonna fight, the do that. What's cool is, what I really liked about that is, they actually used that theme for Mega Man 3 for the Game Boy, apparently, which is really cool. And in that game, which I also reviewed for on Power Up, they actually used Mega Man 4 robots too, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of cool seeing when you go to the Mega Man 4 robots in the game. You hear the Mega Man 4 soundtrack, and that boss section screen is kind of cool. It's like a mini little thing there, so that was pretty cool. Like a mini little Mega Man game thing there too. So that was pretty cool. I really like that a lot. Oh, and by the way, this is easily obtainable, I think. Besides the original NES version, you can get it on the 3DS, you can get it on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, as well as the Nintendo 3DS. And I think I just said the 3DS. You can get it on, like, it's on most of these new platforms. So it's part of it's on the Mega Man 4 is part of the Mega Man Legacy Collection on the aforementioned newer current consoles, PS4, 360, PS4, Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, 3DS, and as well there's also older versions of this title, other versions of older compilations such as the Mega Man Anniversary Collection on the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox Classic. That game is also on there, and I think too it's also on like some downloadable services on the PS3. So you can download it for the PS3 as well as a digital download, I believe. So there's many different ways you can get this game, which is really cool. So no matter where you pick, no matter where you go, there's a copy of Mega Man 4 out there for you. And of course, and I think Mega Man 4, the actual cartridge is still not too bad. It's still pretty affordable, I think. But I would suggest getting I think the Famicom version is still a little bit cheaper, but I could be wrong. I haven't checked it in a while. But of course, if you don't want to go if you're not a retro collector, then I totally suggest getting the PS4 and the newer versions on like current consoles. Anyway, I would, of course, I like this. As I mentioned, this is a really awesome Mega Man game. If you like Mega Man 1, 2, 3, and if you're new to the Mega Man series, and you want to see what the other ones are about, totally give this game a look. So of course, my recommendation scale is highly recommended. Hello everybody. Usually at this point I would do this is my level up corner where I prep up level up games. But in the intervening months between episodes here, a lot of things has happened between level up. They're still in existence, but most of the locations have been closed down. The South St. Paul location has closed down. The Egan location has closed down. But in its place, there's the one once known as Mead Hall is now Level Up Games Minneapolis, and as well and plus the Level Up Hastings store, the Hastings location is still in operation as well. So what I'll do is, I don't know the location. I'm not gonna put the pictures on anymore, but I'll just say I'll just put both locations. I'll put both locations down below. I'm not gonna put the website and stuff. But I figure the locations will be down below for both of them. Because I kind of want to streamline the show, but I do want to make sure I gave. But I know, but oh, by the way, but their site is still levelupgamesmn.com, by the way. But here's the two of the locations right there below. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. And if you like it, please subscribe. And good news, now I can officially say my website is back. A couple of years ago I had a website, skakinbacon.com. But now, thanks to me having this better job, I was able to reinstate the website, but named a little bit differently. This time it is skakinbaconmedia.com. So that part of the information is down below as well. And I have I did reinstate my one of my Facebook pages, Skakin Bacon Media, and that's down below as well, I believe. But, as you know, as I mentioned, my Twitter and Instagram are officially gone, and I'm never coming back to that, as is my Twitch channel. But, and also on the right here, I'm going to say on the right here, these are some people, I'm just going to list some, but even though I am not on Instagram or Twitch. But before I left, I do remember some people, and these are some people you should probably follow if you're still on the platform. They deserve to be followed. So please follow them on either Instagram or Twitch if you can. Because at least this is one thing I can do. Even though I'm not on the platform, these people sure deserve that. Sure deserve those follows and watches and whatever. Alright. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will plan to do another episode, a couple more before the end of the year. I'm kind of really low on my episode quota, so I'm going to try and do 2 episodes, 1 more episode this month, and 2 episodes next month, just to get somewhat of a decent season count. And then we'll see what I'll do for next year's episodes, because I'll be doing that new Project Ambition series as well. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. And by the way, there won't be, until I say otherwise, there probably won't be a end of credits funny thing I have, just to streamline my episodes, just for now. Just a small tweak. But maybe in a while I'll put them back. But for now, I just want to get the main of the information done with, and just to streamline the show. But just for now. But I'll always tweaking all that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up.